Good morning to all my students. My name is Javier Muñoz and I'm gonna be your Spanish teacher during the next weeks and months. Our main objective is to learn how to express ourselves, how to write correctly in Spanish with level A1 and A2. Mi nombre es Javier Muñoz, soy español y vengo aquí a enseñaros a aprender español en los niveles A1 y A2. Bueno, lo más importante de estas clases va a ser realizarlas de una forma divertida, diáfana, creativa y que nos permita innovar y jugar mucho para aprender con mayor facilidad a expresarnos en español, escribir en español, pensar en español y al final conseguir obtener ese nivel de lenguaje que queremos obtener. Para mí es un placer hacer las clases de una forma muy sencilla, fácil de digerir y al mismo tiempo divertidas, en las que aprendamos muchísimo contenido, incluido vocabulario, gramática, cultura del país y origen de las palabras. Dos cosas que son muy importantes a la hora de comprender cómo poder elaborar ciertas frases, ciertas expresiones y sobre todo a entender muchísimo más la composición del lenguaje del español, del castellano. So our main objective, as I told you before, is to learn how to express ourselves right, correctly, with no mistakes, and to make a better improvement in our Spanish level, using different tools to make it more creative, funny, and to use different strategies in order to feel comfortable learning Spanish and the whole culture that is belonging to this language. I hope you're going to have a really good time with us here, and please don't hesitate to ask me any question you have referring to how we're going to do our classes and how we're going to make it for the next weeks and months. Thank you so much for all your attention. Muchísimas gracias por toda vuestra atención y aquí estoy para ponernos en contacto con cualquier cosa que necesitéis. Chao. Hola, muy buenos días. Mi nombre es Javier, vuestro profesor de español, y estoy aquí para iniciar una prueba de lo que sería nuestra primera clase con nivel A1 de español. So, hello, my name is Javier, your Spanish teacher, and I'm here to start with our first introduction, starting with the A1 level of Spanish. Es un placer para mí ser vuestro profesor y vamos a intentar hacer todas estas clases de la forma más interactivamente posible. Así que vamos a ello. So here we have an example. Aquí tenemos un ejemplo. Estos son los alimentos. Vamos a comenzar hablando de platos de comida. We're going to start talking about food dishes. So here we have an easy example. Aquí tenemos un ejemplo bastante fácil. En primer lugar podemos hablar de dishes. The translation of dish in Spanish, it will be plato. Okay, so plato could be used as dish and could be used as plate. Plato is used when the dish is full of food or with the plate in the other case the plate is empty. So in the first picture we can see here meat, some meat, yeah? So it will be a dish of meat, yeah? So in Spanish we have here three options that we have to choose. In the first one we will see un plato de verdura. In the second option we will see un plato de pescado. And in the third option we have un plato de carne. So as I know you already have a quite a good level of Spanish, will you choose? Okay, that's right. So un plato de verdura will possibly mean this one, a dish of vegetables, that's right. And in the second case we have un plato de pescado, very good. So pescado means fish, and that's why we will choose the second picture for that one, un plato de pescado. And in the third case we have here un plato de carne, and that is the first picture, as you perfect tell me before. un plato de carne, a dish of meat. Very good done, guys. Okay, we're going to the second picture. Okay, and here in the second page, let's say, we have now drinks. Let's gonna talk about verbiage. El vaso will be the first option, okay? So as you can see here, different pictures, and we have to choose the correct one. We have el vaso, and we have to say if this is water or if this is milk. So I think in the first option they are referring to a glass of water. En la primera opción se están refiriendo a un vaso de agua, and this is the translation of water. So agua is water in Spanish, and un vaso de leche will be a glass of milk. Very good. We're going to the second picture now, and we will find here a bottle of milk, no? What do you think? So we have different options here. Tenemos la botella de vino tinto, la botella de agua y la botella de leche. So in the first option, la botella means always the bottle. And then the first option that we are finding here is la botella de vino tinto. That means the bottle of red wine. Is that a bottle of red wine? I don't think so. So in the second option, we will have la botella de agua. And in this case, that's mean the bottle of water. And we are not talking about this because this is a bottle of milk. And in the third option, we will have la botella de leche. That, as we said before, leche means milk. So it will be the correct option. And in the third picture, the third image, we will find a cup of, could be coffee, I guess, no? Very, very hot coffee, as you can see. It's boiling, so we have here different options, two options. La taza de means the cup of, and then the first option will be la taza de café, that means the cup of coffee. So I think this is the correct one. And in the second case, just to know for you, la taza de té, that means the cup of tea. So this is a second introductions to verbiage that we are just, doing a fast resume, yeah? Okay, let's go to the third page. Here we have a image of how is divided the different meals that a Spanish person can have. Let's say Spanish and mostly all European countries. Here we have different foods that we're going to talk about right now. Para comenzar, tenemos el desayuno. To start, we have the breakfast. So, el desayuno está justo aquí. Entonces, tenemos el desayuno, que significa breakfast. And to have breakfast, se dice desayunar. If we want to say, I'm going to have breakfast, yo voy a desayunar. Yo desayuno café con leche. That means I have for breakfast a cup of coffee with milk or coffee with milk. As we said before, café is coffee, leche is milk. Después del desayuno, after breakfast, the second meal that we will find is like the break meal, that in English we will call it like a small lunch that we will do before the real lunch food, no? So we have a little lunch that it's basically composed. We're gonna see different pictures. So in the case of breakfast, we don't have any doubt because en el caso del desayuno no tenemos dudas. Estamos hablando de exactamente un café con leche, a cup of coffee and milk, and in this case they give them like a small piece of pancake or muffin or some sweets that you can take. And in the case of the lunch, you will see sandwich here. Okay, in Spain, we are having lunch, but this is called like a small little lunch before the real lunch that we will take it around 2:30 or 3 p.m. So, en este caso tenemos el almuerzo que se dará sobre las 11, 12 y media. Y normalmente suele ser un bocadillo o una pequeña tapa. Es una palabra muy española que utilizamos aquí. So, how we're going to say that? El almuerzo. El almuerzo means the lunch, and the verb is not to have lunch. Like in English, we will say almorzar. So, in this case, there is a phrase and it says, mis hermanos almuerzan fruta. That means that my brothers have fruit for lunch. Okay, in the third case, we will find the real Spanish lunch. Yeah, this is one of the most important Spanish food, and we have different options at how we can make it. Tenemos diferentes opciones de cómo podemos hacerlo. Y bueno, sabéis que la cultura española es muy rica por su dedicación hacia la alimentación y hacia la comida tradicional. Es por eso que tiene muchísima importancia. So, we're going to talk about now lunch. And lunch can be around 2 until 3:30. So this is a very flexible time that you can make lunch. As I told you before, it's one of the most important food of the day for a Spanish person, and we're going to talk about this. La comida, the lunch. Also, we can refer to la comida as the general term to talk about food in general, okay? So la comida means food, and la comida means also the lunch food, okay? So, in this case, la comida is lunch, and the verb of eat is comer, okay? That's why comer, comida is coming from there. So we will say here the example, it's hoy comemos hamburguesa. That means today we are eating burgers, or today we eat burger. Yeah, as you can say, some things that you already know because you have been studying Spanish a little before. Hoy comemos hamburguesa doesn't come with the person, doesn't come with the I, we, you. Okay, it's already not shown here as Spanish because it's very common to see this example. Hoy means today. Very good. As a fourth example, we will have la merienda. That means something like the snack, the afternoon snack, okay? So it can be done around 5:30 until 7, more or less, and it's not something that everyone do, but I recommend it if it's healthy and if you just eat a little bit in order to not eat so much for dinner. This way your body keeps the balance of the food. So, en este caso, la merienda means the snack, and the verb of la merienda is merendar. So, I will say, yo meriendo, tú meriendas, él merienda, I have the snack, you have the snack, he has the snack. And we will have an example here that it says, yo meriendo fruta y un sándwich. And this means I have a piece of fruit or fruit and a sandwich as a snack, okay, or in snack time. Okay, and the last food of the whole day. Okay, we will have la cena. La cena is the dinner time, dinner, okay? So la cena, and the verb is not to have dinner, but it's cenar, okay? Very good. And here we will find an example. First, we're gonna talk about the time. It's very flexible too, so we can have dinner from 8 p.m. until maybe 10:30 in the night. Yes, you can, as you know, Spanish people have a flexible time for food, and we go to sleep very late. Nos vamos a dormir muy tarde. Entonces, pues nuestra hora de cenar puede ser también muy tarde. And here is a sample. Aquí está el ejemplo. Mis padres cenan pescado y ensalada. And this means my parents have dinner or have fish and salad for dinner. And yeah, this is about talking about the different foods that we will find in Spanish daytime, in Spanish lifestyle. And I hope you have learned a little bit more about how to express the different food expressions and the different time for eating in Spanish. Thank you so much for all your attention, and I hope to see you in the next video of my classes. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please ask me, because we are here for learning together.